Chapter 2. I Get All the Ladies. The two men walked into Q's Gadget Emporium, or as he called it, laboratory. A young man, an assistant of Q's, walked over to the agents. "Hello, Siletti, Commander Bond. I'll tell Q you're here." "Very thoughtful, Smithers," Bond replied as Smithers rushed over to Q. "Q, 007 and Siletti are here for you." Suddenly a small crash sound was heard. Q immediately dropped what he was doing. "Apparently so," Q mumbled as he walked over to the spies. "Hello, Q. How are you?" "How do you think I feel now that you've broken the latest thing for 008? "I'll help you clean it up, Q. But I hope you wouldn't mind giving us some supplies in return," Siletti volunteered, trying to reason with the quartermaster. "Thank you, Siletti. Yes, I do have some things for you right this way." The three walked over to another section of the lab and soon stopped as Q walked around Bond. "You know, 007, I wish you could be as thoughtful as Siletti sometimes. You seem to never volunteer to clean up your messes around here." "Ah, but you see, Q, I do. There are far worse mistakes, crashes, and destructions all across the world, and I do my best to clean those up. And besides, I get a far better reward than any of your rather tricky contraptions. I get all the ladies." Q and Siletti stared down at Bond. "Grow up, 007. Q then started his briefing on the equipment. "Now, pay attention. This watch is an improved version of the one you're wearing right now, Siletti. It might seem familiar. It is the latest version of a Rolex and comes with all the features of 007's previous watches, naturally." Siletti picked up the watch and tried it on. "You're right. This looks very familiar. Let's see if I remember. This must be the laser, the zipline, the buzzsaw, and the magnet. Well, all of those should prove effective, especially the magnet. Should be able to get some attraction that way, right, Bond?" "Siletti, must you encourage him?" Q begged. "On the contrary, Q. Who's encouraging whom, Ignoring them, Q explained the rest of the following devices. These included a travel mug that could become a flamethrower by using the handle. "You have some hot stuff here this time, Q," commented Bond as Q gave a sigh of annoyance. "It is fine for drinking, too, right?" Siletti wondered. "Yes, of course, as long as you twist the handle like that," Q demonstrated by twisting the handle, which caused a change in the inner lining of the mug. "Now, Siletti, I have some new shoes for you. They're called all-terrain shoes. On any surface, they immediately and automatically conform to the appropriate type of wear. Parks, sneakers. Snow, snowshoes. Also features expandable skis in case of chases. You'll probably get into a few of those. Water, flippers, and etc." Siletti put them on. "Finally, your new car, BMW. This is for you, 007. Siletti, I believe you're still working on that license to drive, Siletti tilted his head and smirked. The car had many features, such as rocket launchers from the bumpers, turbines behind the back headlights, the GPS tracking system, ID scanners, and a seat-expanding feature, making the amount of 6 seats expanded into 8, within staying in the same exterior confines. "Really, Q, did you pick up that idea from my time as a clown hunting Octopussy? Regardless, I'm sure there's to be no clowning around with this equipment." Q looked at Bond sternly. The spies gathered up their gadgets and were on their way. Arriving in New Jersey, the first place that the file from M said was to go to the State Carnival in Laurel Hill. There were sightings of some workers dealing with the man who was going to destroy the eastern seaboard. Packing up what they were given, Bond and Siletti set out into the fairgrounds of the State Carnival.